Hey, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Carmen. If this is your first time joining us, welcome. If you are here with us every single Tuesday night for these live videos, a big hello, welcome back. I'm so glad you're here with us. I love technology. I love that we are able to gather here on the channel, get weight loss tips, hear inspirational stories. On Wednesdays, you're able to tune into the biggest transformation and watch our current cast go through their, literally fighting against the pounds, the scale, the old habits, all the things, and watching them overcome. If you have not seen any of this season, holy guacamole, get your tail over there, watch it. It's amazing. But anyway, tonight we're going to talk about some weight loss myths. Some weight loss myths. You know, the things that we think are true that aren't true. We could do a whole series on weight loss myths because there are so many of them. But tonight we're just going to do 6 of them. I can remember going from a morbidly obese person to a healthy person, and all the things that I used to think were true, that I made up in my brain about skinny people or fit people or things I thought or did, or, some of them are so embarrassing. I should not talk about them. But tonight, we're going to talk about 6 of some of the most common ones that I get asked about. We're not going to talk about my biggest ones, but probably the ones I get asked about the most, okay? All right, so before we dive in, if you have not subscribed yet, what are we doing? What are you doing? Go up there, hit the subscribe button, make sure to ring the notification bell. That way you don't miss any of the tips. Listen, losing weight is hard. Here on the channel, we give applicable tips that actually work, that helped me lose 161 pounds, that help our clients lose the freaking weight. I mean, they work is the bottom line, okay? And they're free. So make sure to do that, and then go ahead and smash the like button. That helps out the channel so much. Leave us a comment down below. Let us know where you're watching from. And yeah, so let's go ahead and jump in. So myth number 1 that I want to talk about, and this one, I get asked about this all the time, even from my coaching clients. I mean, this just seems to be a hard one for people to wrap their brain around, okay? And I can talk about this even in our coaching program, even from my clients, and then I'll hear them saying something completely opposite the next week. I'm like, it's because most of us have been programmed with this myth, and this is by far one of the biggest ones, okay? And here I'm going to talk about meal spacing, okay? Huge myth when it comes to meal spacing. Carmen, should I eat breakfast? Should I not do nighttime snacking? Should I eat every hour, every 2 hours, every 3 hours? Should I do 3 meals and 2 snacks, 3 meals and 1 snack? Should I just do 6 small meals and no big meals? How should I space out my meals, and what should I eat in those meals? Okay. All the things. All right. Here's what I'm going to tell you. 99% of that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Most of weight loss is about being in a calorie deficit, okay? 99% of it. And I got tripped up on this meal spacing thing for so freaking long. And I'm going to talk about the only thing I would recommend when it comes to, listen, if you like eating breakfast, eat breakfast. I never used to be a breakfast eater. Now it's my biggest meal of the day. Went from not eating it to it being my biggest meal of the day. If you want a nighttime snack, nighttime snack. Now there's things obviously where studies have shown we overeat when we're watching in front of the TV, and all those kinds of things. It's harder to break down carbs in the evening. There's all these things, but at the end of the day, the biggest thing when it comes to weight loss is calories. And scientists have proven this. This is why, if you go on here and you Google fast food diet, you're on YouTube, you can Google, or you can go search out fast food diet, and you're going to find people that eat nothing but fast food and lose weight. Donut diet, people that eat nothing but donuts and lose weight. Snickers diet, people that ate nothing but Snickers and lost weight. Now, don't hear what I'm not saying. I'm not saying that you should go eat a bunch of donuts, because, 100 calories of donuts and 100 calories of chicken are not the same. They don't have the same nutrition. However, there's people losing weight eating junk food all the time. And there's people eating good food, avocados, nuts, flax, hemp, that are overweight, that have weight in their midsection, which is not good for us women, okay? So there's people that eat crap food that have a healthy weight, and there's people that are overweight that eat good food. And so spreading out your meals. Now here's what I will say. If you're eating all day and you're constantly grazing, that's not great for insulin. You're going to have your insulin levels constantly surging, which isn't really great for, people where diabetes runs, and it doesn't give your body enough time to break down foods. Here's what I'm going to tell you. The only rule that I would adapt to when it comes to meal spacing. You want to have your body fasting for 12 to 14 hours a day. Okay. So which means you want your feeding window, the hours in which you eat, to be 12 hours, 10 to 12 hours. If you've been doing this a while and you want to go down to 8 hours and you can do that, that's amazing. But for the everyday average person, if your first 12 hours is a great place to start. If your first meal is at 7 a.m., you're done eating by 7 p.m. If your first meal is at 5 a.m., you're done eating by 5 p.m. If your first calories in are at 10 a.m., you're done eating by 10 p.m. Keep it within a 12-hour window. Now, if you want to go to a 14-hour window, that means your first meal is at 9 a.m., you're done eating at 7 p.m. Your first meal is at 5 a.m., you're done eating by 3 p.m. But keep all of your food within that window. And that just really helps your body keep your metabolism revved up high. It helps your body, clean house, take care of what it needs to take care of. It's not always processing and breaking down food and all the things. I was trying to think when I was overweight. I started eating in the morning. I wasn't a breakfast person, but I found a way to put calories in my mouth. And then I wouldn't get done eating until midnight sometimes. So my body was processing foods for, anywhere from 16 hours to 20 hours a day. It was processing food, calories. And so that's the only thing I would say when, and so often people are like, well, Carmen, what about my macros? And what about this? And what about that? And listen, if you're an athlete and you want to track your macros and that's important to you, then I'm going to say, go ahead. I track my macros and, I kind of geek out on it a little bit, but I didn't. 90% of the time I lost the weight. I didn't even know what a macro was. I didn't. So I didn't count macros. I just didn't. I didn't even know what it was. When I got almost to my weight loss goal and I started getting serious about this health thing and it started intriguing me and I started doing more research, that's when I learned what a macronutrient was. And now I think it's cool and I think it's awesome. And yes, it can help reduce cravings, and I eat protein with my meals. It helps keep me full longer and all of that. But I didn't do any of that to lose the weight. That's what I do now because I feel better and I perform better and I have more energy, but it's not what I did then. So if you're on here and you're trying to lose weight, again, this is weight loss myths. 6 small, and I know this question is going to come, Carmen, what do you eat for meals? I eat 3 meals and 2 snacks. So 3 meals and 2 snacks. Sometimes 3 meals and 1 snack. So 4 to 5 meals. On average, I'd say it's about 5 a day. 3 large meals and 2 small snacks is what I eat in a day. So there we go. There's the first one. Our second one. I love this one. Eating fat's going to make me fat. Eating carbs, it's going to make me fat. No, it's not. Listen, we just got done talking about macronutrients, and the macronutrients that are in all of our food, that our food is made up of, is fat, carbs, and protein. All of our foods are made of macronutrients, and the macronutrients are fat, carbs, and protein, which means chicken has carbs, fat, and protein. Your donut has carbs, fat, and protein. They just have different levels of them, but all of our foods are made up of those 3 macronutrients. And your body was actually designed to flourish and thrive off of all 3 of them. Your body was designed to break down fat. It actually helps give you energy. Your body was designed to eat carbs and break them down. Carbohydrates give you energy. And it was designed to eat protein. And whether you're a vegan or a vegetarian or an animal eater, there's protein's protein. I didn't say it has to be animal protein. Protein's protein. And so the protein comes from all the different sources. But your body was designed to have all of them. The problem is when we get overweight, we're eating more than our body needs. We're eating more food than what our body is burning. We're giving our body too much. It's like when you pump gas at the gas tank and you pump too much gas, the tank overflows and it goes onto the ground. Why? Because you put too much gas, you overflowed the tank. The tank only is gonna, and so it's the same thing. Except when you eat too much food, it doesn't overflow on the ground. It attaches itself to your butt in the form of a fat cell, okay? And so fat and carbs don't make you fat. Eating anything in too much of a quantity is what makes us fluffy, okay? So carbs and fat are not the enemy. And just a quick gee whiz, like I eat 2 servings of carbs every single day, and then I have several fats, like, peanut butter, oil, like all of those are going to be like your fats. I put 80% of them in the morning time, breakfast and lunch. Most of my carbs and fats are done by lunch. Maybe I'll have a fat with my dinner. Why? Because those are what's going to fuel me. I'm an incredibly busy person and I love to have high production. I love to be high energy. I don't like to be one of those people that's just lounging around, lazing around, doing nothing. That's not my style. I don't like the way I feel when I'm like that. And so I like to fuel my body for maximum production. And so we got 3 kids, we homeschool several businesses. Our kids are in martial arts. We have a 2-year-old, it's so who's not in school yet, but the other 2 are. And so we travel a lot. It's just all the things, right? I'm adulting, you're adulting. And so if I put my carbs and fats in the morning, it gives me more energy to be as efficient and as productive throughout the day as I can be. Okay. All right. So that was our second myth, was that eating fat makes you fat, eating carbs makes you fat. All right, number 3, hot workouts burn more calories. You know the whole thing, right? You go into the hot room and it's going to burn all the calories, and because it's a thing, like you can actually pay to go do hot workouts. I actually believed it. I've done one. I've paid for one of those. And then I did the research on it and I was like, oh, well, that sucks. I mean, I'm not going to say it was fun. I almost said it was fun. It wasn't really fun. I sweat my cojones off, okay? And I don't even have cojones. So it wasn't. So here's the deal with when it comes to, it actually overexerts your body, okay? Because you're fatiguing your body from the outside in. It's so hot that you're fatiguing your body on the outside, which is fatiguing your body on the inside. The way you want to work out to progress for maximum calorie burn, for maximum output, is from the inside out. Heating up from the inside out, not the outside in. And so studies would show that we actually burn more fat and brown fat actually when it's colder. When we are working out in a colder room, sleeping in a colder room in the mid, anywhere from 64 to 68 degrees, sleeping in a room at that temperature will actually keep your metabolism revving at a higher rate. It'll burn more of the brown fat and all of the things. And so studies have shown, scientists have proven that, cooler is actually better. When you start working out and it's hot, your production of how many reps, how many burpees, all those things actually goes down. But if you're really looking for a workout that's going to really calorie burn, HIIT training, interval training is going to be your highest calorie burn when it comes to working out. So if you're looking to scorch your calories, and again, I'm a fan of balance even in working out. So weight training with cardio, HIIT with cardio, all those things. Like I'm a fan of balance. So yoga, HIIT, weight training, cardio, like all the things. I think they're all good for us for different reasons. But if you're just looking for the highest calorie burn, your high intensity interval training is going to be what burns the most calories, not a hot workout. Do your high intense HIIT interval training in a cold room and then get a good sweat going, you're working and you got it going from the inside out, not the outside in. Okay. All right. So that was number 3. We talked about hot workouts. We talked about meal spacing. We talked about carbs and fat making you fat. This one I love. Carmen, I want to get some abs. So if I do some sit-ups, I do some crunches, can I get more abs? Like, can I get abs faster if I do crunches? No. It's so funny to me because there's all these people making videos and money off of your want to get abs. And, you know, the only way to get abs is to get the fat off of them. The only way for your abs to show is for your body to get your fat percentage on your body fat percentage low enough to see them. Now, even when I was 288 pounds, I had abs. They were just buried with fluff. You have abs right now. You just can't see them. And so if I have a whole bunch of fluff on my stomach and I do sit-ups until the cows come home, I'm just doing crunches and sit-ups and I'm doing bicycles and I'm just bicycling and I'm crunching and I'm bicycling. I can work those muscles, but you're never gonna see them until my body fat percentage is low enough. And what that percentage is different for every person, but you can't spot lose weight. So just because I do more sit-ups, it'll build my ab muscles, but it's not going to make me lose weight in my stomach. Genetics, your body type determines that. Especially for women and some men, for me, my waist is the first place I gain weight. The first place. And it's the last place I lose weight. My husband, his stomach, genetically, he's one of the guys that can have normal everywhere else and he'll have a gut on him. Like it's the first place he gains weight. Our poor kids, they get it from, and this is the case for a lot of men and women, but so he can have all the abs he wants, but if he goes and eats a lot of food, you're not going to see them. And he can do all the sit-ups he wants. That's not going to make him lose weight in his stomach. You can't spot lose weight. Where you lose weight and when, again, is going to be genetics, not I did crunches, so I'm going to lose ab fat, stomach fat. We don't get to determine that. We don't get to determine where it comes off. We just get to burn the calories and see what genetically, where it's going to come off. We don't get to like, I'm just going to do some crunches today and tomorrow my waist is going to be smaller because the fat's going to come. No, you're just burning calories and the fat comes off wherever it's going to come off. But here's what I will tell you. If you just keep going and you get your body fat percentage low enough, you will see your abs. That I can promise you. All right. Number 5, we have 2 more. You can't lose weight if you eat sugar. You can't lose weight if you eat white sugar. Carmen, it's got to be monk fruit. You can't drink that diet soda. You can't have that sucralose and lose weight. You know, sucralose is the devil. This is the kind of things I hear in the weight loss space all the time. And I just want to be like, no, you're so clueless. And again, listen, I'm not advocating for sucralose at all. There are definitely studies that show that sucralose is not amazing for you. It actually, you know, like drinking soda with all that stuff in it can cause like holes in the brain or something like that. So again, I'm not saying it's amazing for memory, for your health, for any of the things. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am, for someone to say that you can't lose weight while eating sugar, they're full of caca. They're full of caca. Why? Because, yes, you can. You can absolutely lose weight and drink diet soda. You can absolutely lose weight and eat Reese's peanut butter cups. You can absolutely lose weight and eat Twinkies. Google it. Twinkie diet. Somebody did it. Now, again, was that person putting the best food quality in their mouth? No, but hear me. So when I first started losing weight, I was a morbidly obese chick. I was 288 pounds. I was busting out of a size 22. I did not have good health habits. Clearly, I did not have good health habits. And I started cutting out things and I started eating healthier. I started working out. But the one thing that I didn't cut out right away at all, in fact, I still did it every day, was I drank diet soda. I drank diet soda every freaking day for the first, 200 days of weight loss. I lost 100 pounds in 202 days. My first 100 pounds in 202 days, and I drank diet soda every one of those days. And again, don't hear what I'm not saying. I'm not saying that, that's super healthy. No, water is way better than soda, and you definitely should be drinking your water, and everything's in balance. So again, should you be drinking soda all day, every day? No, that's not a great habit. However, to tell somebody you can't lose weight if you have sugar or if you have diet soda, that's just not true. And, unfortunately, in the world we're in, the diet industry can be very, there's a lot of industries that can shame, right? So if you eat any sugar, you're going to the weight loss hell. If you drink any diet soda, you're going to the weight loss hell. And those things are said, but we get to determine what we want to do. But I can remember trying to lose weight, and I was traveling through the airport, going through a health convention type of thing, and I had gotten a diet soda in the airport. And here I was a grown woman, and I was hiding the diet soda in my purse. And then I would look around and I would take it out and drink it. Because here I was losing weight, but I was drinking diet soda, and I felt like I was doing something so wrong. And all of a sudden, it just hit me. You're a grown freaking woman. You're a mother. You're married. You have a mortgage. And you're hiding soda in your purse? What the frick? And at that moment, I just thought, F this. Like, what am I doing? If I'm going to drink diet soda, I'm going to own the fact that I'm drinking diet soda. Period. End of story. And so I say all that to say that it is a huge myth that if you eat any sugar, you can't lose weight. Now, again, it's not the best for your long-term health. Sugar is shown to have negative side effects on your health. But again, all you got to go do is look up Twinkie diet. Okay, enough said. All right, our last and final myth is if you're skinny, you're healthy. That is a huge myth. That just because you're skinny, you're healthy. And, when I first started trying to lose weight, my goal was not to be healthy. My goal was to be skinny. I had never been skinny. I had never been small. So to me, like being skinny, having somebody tell me I'm skinny was like the epitome of weight loss success. For somebody to look at me and go like, oh my gosh, you're so skinny. And so it wasn't to be fit. It wasn't to be healthy. I wanted to be skinny. In fact, the first Pinterest board I ever created for, where I was going was Carmen's skinny clothes. It wasn't fit clothes. It wasn't healthy clothes. Skinny. I used the word skinny. But what I will tell you is, just because somebody's skinny doesn't mean they're healthy. There's a lot that goes into being healthy from what we put in our bodies, right? So that's where I was talking about you can lose weight and eat all the crap, processed, refined sugars, drink no water, all the soda, never work out, never move your body, starve yourself, don't work out. I'm going to keep throwing that in there because I believe to be really healthy long-term, you've got to freaking move your body. Period. End of story. And so the goal for most people, even if somebody says I want to be skinny, I think most people's goal is to be healthy. And we've all seen skinny people that are out of shape. They're out of breath. They can't work out. They have freaking no energy. They sit on the couch. They watch TV. They go to work out. They're sore as crap. And then there's the skinny fat people, right? They're skinny, but they have no muscle tone. They, again, have no energy. They're not producing any endorphins inside of their body. Endorphins make you happy. People that work out are less depressed. They deal with less depression and less anxiety, less worry than people that don't work out. Those are the facts. And so it's a huge myth that just because you're skinny, you're healthy. There's a lot that goes into being healthy, not just your weight. However, it's impossible to be healthy when you're overweight. I know that just ruffled some of y'all's feathers. Look it up. The biggest contributing factor. Now, there are healthier obese people and more unhealthy obese people. Yes, that's true. But the biggest contributing factor to any disease, anything is being overweight. Those are the facts. Listen, I heard that too. And I was a 288-pound chick that judged the other fluffy chicks. I'm like, well, I'm healthier. I'm fitter. I don't have any blood pressure issues. So that must make I'm healthier. The truth was I was carrying around an extra 100 plus pounds on my body. I wasn't setting myself up to succeed. So I say all to say there's a whole bunch of things that go into your health other than just your weight. And so it's possible for someone to be small, but not healthy. And so anyway, let me know if you like videos like this. Do you like hearing the myths? There's a ton of them. These are just the most common ones that I get. And so do you want to see another video like this? Do you want to see a part 2? Or are you like, no, part 1 was good enough? Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't, make sure you smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, ring the notification bell, and we will be back live next Tuesday here on the channel. Every Wednesday, 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is another episode of The Biggest Transformation. Make sure to check them out. The cast is amazing, and not to mention how much freaking weight they're losing. Like, it's how much their faces and their bodies are changing. It's crazy. Cray. It's cray. So anyway, thanks for watching. We will see you next week. Same time, same place.